I think nobody would disagree with me when I say that today has been a really crazy day for crypto, or rather for the entire world. I mean, a lot of people don't know this, but I think a lot of you guys must be aware of the situation, right? But Rand pointed it out nicely. Does no one else see what's going on here? And I think even for XRP, things become pretty interesting when you consider this. Elon Musk just launches X with the purpose of possibly being half the world's financial system. The same day, Sam Altman from OpenAI, the guys behind ChatGPT, which Elon Musk was also a co-founder of, is launching WorldCoin that is attempting to do the exact same thing. We know these two have beef with one another after the OpenAI fallout, but this so happens in the exact same week, basically, that XRP also gets the clarity, of which, by the way, it's trying to change the financial system, right, XRP? It's interesting, to say the least. Guys, if you've not done it yet, make sure you press that like button right now. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. Right now there are also rumors that Twitter is going for a crypto wallet, and at the same time, we've got the OpenAI ChatGPT guys getting into crypto with WorldCoin. At the same time, we've got BlackRock and all these guys. Either I'm seeing ghosts, so that was a little fly. Hopefully it was the fly, or it's Gary Gensler brainwashing me, or BlackRock. No, all jokes aside, we got BlackRock coming in hot right now as we speak. Things are really at an interesting spot. And whilst all that is happening, what am I busy with? Just making my own AI things, This was the original picture, and I, used some generative cool tools to make it a little bit fuller. Crazy how things are changing. I'm getting sidetracked because AI stuff is actually pretty cool. Yet from a crypto perspective, I still think it's kind of scary. And I'm not really aware of any XRP AI type of projects. Are they out there? Is there an XRP AI project? As I said, I like AI, but oh, this whole WorldCoin situation is dragging on me, huh? Using a retina as your ID is the same thing as tattooing your private key on your forehead. It's an Orwellian world. Yeah. Anyway, with regards to the prices, by the way, I've still seen many people in the comment section be quite confused with what my actual thoughts now are. Let me reiterate them yet again. I believe in certain cycles that basically arrive in the crypto space time and time again. And from that perspective, well, here's Fundstrat Global Advisors, whom said Bitcoin could soar to 180,000 before next year's halving, as BlackRock's ETF will drive demand. I think with or without BlackRock, Bitcoin would most probably go to 250, somewhere along those ballparks, $1,000, and BlackRock might add or might hurt it, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to change too much about the entire mission. In a similar fashion, I don't think that a lot of what's happening, all this negativity that's going on, for example, with XRP, is really going to change much about the ultimate goal of the financial institutions hopping on in, XRP changing the financial system, nor do I think that X or the whole WorldCoin situation is actually going to put a big dent into what they're trying to do. Because trust me when I say that they're trying their best to shake and slap everything down. Take a look at what the IMF just said. The IMF says it's important not to grant crypto official currency or legal tender status, which once more reiterates the idea that perhaps the entire thing with XRP was a lot more planned than meets the eye, and perhaps all these discussions by these regulators is a little bit more fake than meets the eye as well. Senator Cynthia Loomis said, I am very encouraged to see this legislation introduced into the House. All these guys have sent a strong message that both chambers of Congress are ready to enact real reform that drives both innovation and consumer protection. That's a response to the bill proposal, the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act, introduced by the Financial Services and House AGOP committees, provides clear rules of the road so the digital asset ecosystem can thrive in the U.S. Combine it with what happens right here. John Dean gave a response saying, but it is a little fly. Anyway, like John Dean was saying, both the Senate and the House, I'll put the cherry down as to not play with it, both the Senate and the House have introduced legislation in an attempt to provide regulatory clarity for digital assets. A good faith regulator would be working with Congress and industry participants to provide a regulatory framework that fostered innovation while providing important rules like the segregation of customer funds, a bar and penalty for commingling, 100% reserves protecting clients' funds in case of bankruptcy, etc. There are tremendous things a good faith regulator could accomplish in the crypto space. Only problem being, they don't want to. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys are reading the exact same thing right here, but once more, the IMF feels that there is a need to be more comprehensive policies in crypto, right? That's what they feel. Establishing effective policies has become priority for authorities after the failure of some exchanges. According to their official statement on digitalization last week, the IMF presented an assessment of the macro implications of crypto assets to the G20 presidency earlier this year. In particular, the IMC recommends, quote, to protect national sovereignty, it is important not to grant crypto assets official currency or legal tender status, which unfortunately has pretty much happened to XRP already. Doing so would require accepting them in many jurisdictions for tax payments, fines, and debt settlements, and could generate fiscal risks for government finances and could threaten financial stability or rapid inflation. Yeah, that's kind of awkward with XRP. I'm thinking about it. Like, the fact that it's not a security, I guess, does not make it an official currency, does not make it accepted for tax, etc., right? But I guess we're getting there. Talking about getting there, make sure you head over to Bybit. A link is down below. It's an exchange I personally use. But right now, get yourself an $1,125 XRP trade contract. And all you've got to do is check the link down below. And once you've KYC'd, you get it for absolutely free. And over on BitGet, you can get yourself some juicy prices up to $100,000. All you got to do is just check out the link down below, and whatever you do gets you different spins that you can use on the spinning wheel to get $2,000 at once, a MacBook, $100, whatever. Got a lot of cool things. At the end of the day, I think the way in which they're approaching things is only hurting the retail. It's not really hurting the companies. Whenever I look at what they write, it seems to be their focus is on hurting everybody. I mean, if you look at the SEC, the way they write things down, it's like, hey, we're going for a blanket. We're trying to hurt everybody, not, discriminate. But in reality, the entities, the institutional investors are more able to handle it, basically. I mean, right now in the crypto space, the hottest topic about everything is regulation. And from that perspective, it still surprises me XRP is doing so quote-unquote bad, which, again, I can only admit has been due to Bitcoin not doing good. I think if we were in a more bullish of phases, XRP would outperform so much more massively. But perhaps, again, this is all such a deeper enrooted plan. The more that I keep scrolling through Twitter, the more I keep thinking, man, we're only literally scratching the surface of everything that's going on. I mean, if you really start considering whatever happened at the SEC with Ethereum, with potentially the China funding, with potentially the conflict of interest from William Hinman, and from Jay Clayton, and potentially now Gary Gensler, because again, the man changed from a crypto acceptor, a crypto adoption theorist, given his lectures at MIT, to somebody who really is against almost every single crypto out there and wants to basically outlaw it all. Why? And similarly, I know part of it, I guess I know part of the reason, but similarly, isn't it interesting how all of this, all these regulations are all of a sudden coming in hot right after the Ripple ruling, whereas a lot of these guys seem to not care about regulating crypto properly ever before. After Ripple got its verdict from the SEC, it seems they've got some power. And it makes me think, these guys are not really doing it for us. They're doing it for more of a selfish reasoning, right? Because otherwise, why not hit the bell a little bit sooner? And then also, why not investigate all the things that are vague, like, for example, Gary Gensler? I've read tens of articles that said Gary Gensler is going to be investigated. The SEC gets an investigation. The SEC this, that. Why is there no results from this yet? And then I keep thinking, but hey, that's politics for you. Why did it always just keep talking, but nothing ever gets done? How many years has it been since they talked about getting some crypto regulation in? But is it really like the IMF says, that they keep on stopping it from every single perspective? How can it be that all these years in, there's no Bitcoin spot ETF. There's different futures ETFs, etc. They're all in, but no spot ETF. Why are these institutions being gate-kept? Why are they not being let in? Why? Anyway, this stuff really makes you think, and it can ruin up a night for you. But just know, perhaps the whole situation now with Elon Musk as well, with Sam Altman, with WorldCoin and everything, maybe everything the higher powers are at play. I mean, crypto is a really small industry. It's $1.2 trillion. It's really not that hard to manipulate this entire system. Like I keep saying, there's more and more chance that that's going on the more that I read into it. And so just wanted to quickly share that with you guys. But yeah, don't get stuck in the rabbit hole. If you really did the deep dives and you start looking into it all, it gets so dark, it gets so crazy. Things that people got away with. Caroline Ellison paid herself $22.5 million bonus around the time she estimated a more than $10 billion cash shortfall at FTX. And apparently, this is interesting, right? Yesterday, this is a couple days ago already, but yesterday, the SDNY, Southern District of New York, randomly found new files in the old Tether and Poloniex case, and all of a sudden Sam Bankman-Fried was also found out there. Is he snitching? And that also questions to me, or brings up, is there something going on with Justin Sun like they're alleging right here? Is there more that could be happening from Sam Bankman-Fried snitching? Are other people in the crypto space having these secret meetings in the background, snitching or getting better deals for themselves? What exactly is going on in the background? I keep on thinking about it. But yeah, that's as far as my video goes for today. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you put that notification bell on so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. And that's about it.